Hi guys, DriverLadyPro here. How y'all doing? I'm gonna do a little story time about some things that happened to me while I was driving the past couple days. I've been doing Uber hard and heavy this week. I've been trying to go for the Uber bonuses. I really like how you can get the Uber bonuses on the platform. I just decided this week I'm doing all Uber. You know, I only did a couple hours of Instacart. Instacart, I didn't get the reason why I didn't do Instacart is you have to get so many hours to get the, you got to have so many hours by the end of the week, so many like weekend hours and so many overall hours. And I got like 2 hours away from getting the weekend hours. And I tried to pick up more hours, but I couldn't because I had other things going on. And they didn't have things available for me. So I was like, kind of screwed. So I ended up going to picking up hours on 9 a.m. on Wednesday, and I said, forget it. I forgot on Wednesday to pick up the hours. So I just went on and picked up a few here or there, because every day there will be somebody that says, oh, I have an appointment, and they'll drop hours, and then you can pick them up. So even if you can't get hours, you can always get on and check and pick up more hours, So this is what happened to me yesterday. Well, actually, let me start with this. On Thursday, we had a really big snowstorm, and we had like a foot of snow. And it is all over the Northwest. Or the North, Chicago, and Wisconsin, Michigan, lots of snow. So, and we have been surging like crazy, like unbelievable. That is because when you have tons of snow like that, people do not, first of all, Uber drivers do not want to get out and drive. Okay, not, some of them do, but some of them, they're like, forget this, and they might only be doing it part-time, and it might only be, $50 extra a week for them. So they're like, forget it. So I think there's less Uber drivers. I think there's more people calling for Uber because they have to get their things done, but they don't want to clean out their car. Their cars are blocked in. So needless to say, I've been doing a lot of driving the past few days in surge, all day long surge, complete red surge. And I got out, let me just say, was it Saturday? Yesterday? Yeah, today's Sunday. Yesterday I got out, started my day out, probably like 5 o'clock at night. I try to get out earlier than that, but I got out at 5 o'clock at night, and I pulled up to I had a customer and brought him to the, to a supermarket. I pulled up, to the supermarket, but I was still, there was cars here and cars here. So I was parked behind some, sideways behind some cars, letting them out. And, because there was a lot of people in the walkway going inside of the supermarket, so I just stopped and let them out. And they got out of the car, turned off my thing. They were the second guy was trying to get out of the car. He got hooked on something in my car, which I fixed. I cut that. I had a bungee cord making sure all my stuff stays together. For my candy, my thing that holds my candy, and he got caught on that. And I got out to go, and this lady pulls out and backs out into my car. And leaves a dent about yay big in my car. And I think it was because she had like a larger vehicle, like an SUV, and it had a hitch on it, but it didn't have the ball on the hitch. And I think that the metal is what caused the mark in my car. I don't know a lot about insurance, and I've never been hit myself. I have called the insurance company because I was at fault, but I've never had to make a claim against somebody hitting my car. You know, a long time ago, I hit somebody, you know, when I was real young. Somebody opened their door, and I hit the bottom of their door and caused a little damage. So I have, you know, had the insurance company call me and say, hey, what happened, you know. But I've never had to make a claim. I don't know it. I know that a little bit about it because I've been into the insurance company before, and there's collision, and then there's, you know, accidental stuff, like if a tree falls on your, and the deductible for full coverage, if you know, depends on what you pick. I have full coverage, but I don't know if she gave me the $500 deductible or $1,000 deductible or what, and I don't know what it falls under. So I will get back to you about all of that. So I want to talk to her face to face before I even make a claim, because it is going to go on my record and say there was an accident. And even though I'm not at fault, it may raise my my rates. So I don't even know if I'm going to make a claim. I might just keep the dent in my car, which is sad. It is really sad. I have a brand new car. Now I have a dent in my car, but, you know. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that later after I talk to her. I stopped in today, but she's closed. I've been trying to stop into all of my I tried to stop in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the insurance has been closed because of all the weather. So anyway, and a lot of things have been closed because of the weather. It's been surging like crazy here, and I've done a ton of business. I figured it out. First of all, this is my first year in the snow, because I started last year. In 1 week, it'll be a year I've been driving. And I started last year at this time of the year, but we had no snow February and March. We didn't, if we had snow, it wasn't a lot of snow. So I did not even know that there was surging during snow. I didn't know that. But so this has been my first major snowstorm / you know, and this is, you know, I made some money. Yay, snow. So, and the nice thing is I have a brand new car, so it handles really, really nice in the snow. Has anti-lock brakes. The only sucky thing about it is it has a front camera to make sure I don't hit anybody, you know, or it'll slow down if my GPS, if I have it on, I'm driving on cruise control, the front camera will slow the car down. If I get too close to a car, or a car gets too close to me, it'll beep, 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 beep. But the snow is always, I had to bring it through the car wash today because the snow gets up in that camera. I don't know where that camera is, but it starts beeping every 4 or 5 minutes if I don't get that camera cleaned off. And I just had to go to the car wash. My car looked fine, but I just went through the car wash anyway to get that all washed off, because I don't know exactly where the camera is, and I will, when I go to get my next oil change, I'll ask them exactly where that camera is. But yeah, and I didn't want to throw water all over the front of my car, and you know, I don't know, I didn't think that would be a good idea. So anyway, it has been surging here. Now, last night, couple things happened to me after I got that lady hit me, and she was being hit. See, she hit me, and then she didn't want to give me her information. Okay? She was like, how do I know that mark on your car is actually something I did? And I was like, lady, you just hit me. Well, I don't know if it was really there. I was like, okay, lady, well, you need to give me your information. And I took a picture of her license plate, and she wouldn't give me her information. She was being a pain in the butt. She was a grumpy old lady. Just you know, feisty old, almost laughable, you know, because she was, you know, she was this cute little thing, you know. And I thought, you know, I'm not going to argue with her. It's not going to do any good to argue with her, so I just called the police. Now, when you're in that situation and you're on private property, you probably don't know this. And I knew this already, but I also learned from Uber Hints. Mark, his name is Mark. He does Uber Hints. He's an awesome YouTuber. He has a YouTube about when you get in an accident. And this particular time, I was on private property, and he suggests if you have problems when you're on private property, you can call the police as a third party, because to have a third party present, because she didn't want to listen to me. She listened to the police officer, but she didn't want to listen to me. So I got in my car and waited for a while, and I looked at my thing, and it was surging. It was so red out, and I was saying, man, I'm losing so much money just sitting here just because she wants to be difficult. And then she opens her door and she goes, you know, I got better things to do. I'm like, ma'am, you won't give me your information. And I wanted to say, and I got better things to do too. But I didn't, you know, I just don't argue. You are a business person. I talked to this fellow the other day, and he said, you know, I got kicked off the Uber platform because somebody was messing with my radio, and I told him to stop it. Knock it off. Hey, I didn't want to mess with my radio. You can't do that. This is your business. You can't be an ass to people. I've heard other people say, somebody told me, I watched an Uber video, and he said the reason why he got in trouble and got taken off the Uber platform was because he told somebody that he's packing. You don't do that. It's not right to have weapons in your car. You can't even have mace. If you have mace, if you decide to have mace, keep your mouth shut. Okay? Keep your mouth shut. Don't tell nobody. Okay? And if you ever have to use it to save your life, expect that you're going to get kicked off the platform. You are. There's one thing that I did see. I saw an advertisement for this thing that will scream. It's like a loud siren if a customer tries to do something to you. I mean, personally, I don't think that would be illegal. It's not a weapon. And I've heard of people, women, if they were being followed, a good idea is to scream really loud, but not to scream help. To scream fire really loud. And people will listen. They won't listen to help, but They'll listen to fire. Or stomp on the guy's foot. Because a lot of times it'll irritate them enough that they'll just leave you alone. You know. So, I just wanted to talk to you about that stuff. Let me know what you think. I just, you know, sometimes I come across these people that are doing Uber and Lyft and I go, this is your business, folks. You know, I've seen people open their trunks and they had this much room. They're at the airport and they have this much room for somebody to put their bag. And the rest, they must have been a pack rat because they had all more kinds of garbage in the trunk of their car. This is your business. Clean your car. Do not leave a little tiny spot for people. I do have bags back there, but I have it all pushed to the side. And there's lots of room. Because sometimes you have 4 or 5 pieces of luggage that need to fit in the trunk of your car. It's very important when you're doing a customer service thing that you are considerate and you're kind, or you get kicked off the platform. I've seen people at Uber. I've gone to Uber before, and they could not speak English, and they're signing up to be an Uber driver. I don't think they will make it, because you need to be able to ask, where are you going, and ask simple questions of the customers and be able to conversate with them somewhat. So, you know, maybe Uber Eats, you know, so yeah, the fella that said he was upset by somebody messing with his car, he was asking me, or his radio, he was asking me how he could get home because he couldn't work the navigation on his phone. He was on Google Maps, he put in the thing, and he got it off center. And he couldn't, he's like, I can't figure out my, he was an elderly man. You know, sometimes, and Uber, he was, actually he said he's no longer doing Uber, he was doing Lyft. Now the Lyft drivers are a lot nicer. Oh, they don't give you as much, they don't complain as much. They may complain a little bit, but yeah. I don't know how long he'll be on the platform. I really don't know. You know, so we'll see. If there are people out there, they'll get on and they'll say, I'm quitting this. And the reason why they're quitting is because they got kicked off the platform. So, all right. If you like my video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Give me a shout out. Let me know what's going on with you. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is not my normal one, but I just had this stuff on my heart, thinking I got to make a video about this stuff. So, all right. Nice talking to you guys. Have a great night.